Have we got an intro now?
We can make up an intro.
Hi, we are the Spinsters and this is our library.
Hi, we are not spinsters.
And this is an office.
Not a library. Anyway, hi, I'm Charlie. I am a postgraduate student studying professional writing, which is a fancy word for creative writing.
Just gives you the illusion that you're going to make money from it one day.
Well, yeah, that is the idea. One day, hopefully, I will somehow make money.
I'm Claudia. I am a postgraduate music student.
So you will also make no money.
Yeah, that's fine. But at least it's not called professional music or anything.
My brother actually has a degree in professional musicianship, and he has not made any money from music.
It's all a lie.
We are...
Not spinsters.
No, we're both actually in relationships. Go us.
Yeah. And we don't have a library.
We want a library.
Yeah, maybe this is just life goals.
Yes, I would also like to be a spinster with a library.
Yeah. This is our currently reading video.
Yes, so I am about to start Strange Practice by Vivian. I'm just going to read the back.
Yeah.
So, meet Greta Helsing, Doctor to the Undead. So I thought this was really suitable for October. After inheriting a highly specialised and highly peculiar medical practice, Dr. Helsing spends her days treating London's undead for a host of ills: vocal strain in banshees, arthritis in barrow wights, and entropy in mummies. Although barely making ends meet, like us, this is just the quiet supernatural adjacent life Greta's dreamed of since childhood. But when a sect of murderous monks emerges, killing humans and undead alike, Greta must use all her unusual skills to keep her supernatural clients, and the rest of London, safe.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Do you think it's actually set in like Victorian era or something?
I
Because if you look at the
think so.
cover, it really does look like that.
I think it's going to be sort of... But then there's the London Eye. When was that?
That was for the millennium, right? That was in the year 2000.
We're going to have to Google something, aren't we?
I'm pretty sure the London Eye was installed in the year 2000.
You're German. When did you move to the UK again?
Like 3 years ago. But okay, if this is totally wrong, I'm just gonna cut that out.
Fair enough, we can cut that out. But
it was not there. The London Eye was not there in the 19th century.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so
It
maybe
does
it's
look
just
very
a bad
gothic.
cover. Yeah.
But maybe it's sort of like steampunky sort of thing, where it's got modern and non-modern stuff together.
Yeah.
But
Sounds
I will let
interesting
you know.
Sounds fun.
I will update people once I've actually read it.
Okay. I'm reading 5 books at once, because that's what I do. It means I never actually finish any books.
You finished some books.
Yeah.
In like
some.
6 months.
So, I'm almost done with Shakespeare sonnets. I'm not very good at reading poetry. I don't know how to appreciate it properly, and you need to teach me.
So I will be doing a video on reading poetry, which I will not be looking at Shakespeare.
That's fine.
I mean, I can talk about Shakespeare
there's
briefly.
enough
but...
people talking about Shakespeare already.
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably be talking about people like E. Cummings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm I'm reading them. I'm not really understanding them. Don't understand the metaphors. I'm sure there's, some merit to them. So...
Well, you've managed to slog through 124 of them.
Yeah, so I'm almost done with this one. And the other book that I don't like is Mansfield Park by Jane Austen.
Yeah.
We're both big Jane Austen fans.
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice is my favourite.
Yeah, I know, it's so good.
Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice is the best.
Yes. Okay, good, glad we could agree on that.
This one's really dull though. It's the main character is so boring, nothing's happened yet, and I'm a third of the way through the book. And it doesn't really have that wit that the other
Jane
Austen
Austen
books.
wit, yeah.
Like, she's so good at doing caricatures of characters, and she just hasn't quite managed in this one. So I know how it ends, either because I've seen an adaptation or because I may have read this one once years ago.
I mean, it's also part of like popular culture, isn't it?
And Mansfield Park not as much as her other works though, is it?
Thankfully. It's probably because it's not as good.
Yeah, it really isn't as good. So it's pretty boring. I'm hoping to finish it by the end of this month. So the main character, Fanny Price, moves to her aunt and uncle. They're rich people and she's not. She's very shy and quiet and she doesn't seem to think much. She's pretty dull. She just attaches herself to her cousin and nothing much happens.
So is it about her
I'm really
learning to
selling
think?
this one.
Yeah,
No,
this is a great recommendation.
I don't feel like there's much character development in it either.
Well, you're only a third of the way through,
Yeah,
so...
that's true. I might change my mind by the end of
Maybe.
this. I've been rereading His Dark Materials by Philipp Pullman.
Because we're going to see Philipp Pullman.
We're going to see Philipp Pullman. I've read this one once before, but I didn't grow up with these books. I don't know, did you?
I did, yes.
Yeah. I know a lot of British people did.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not big in Germany.
I picked up the last one first, and my primary school teacher saw me reading it, and she asked if I'd read the other two, and I was like, no, there are two others, and she took it away from me.
Yeah.
Because she said, you're not allowed to read this until you've read the other two.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, good teaching.
She was a good teacher.
I've only read this one once as an adult. I'm reading it again, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
They are good books.
Like, yeah.
I remember being a bit confused about how the whole world worked, like the sort of physics of it when I was younger. But I think that was because I was like 12.
Most fantasy worlds just fall apart when you think about them.
About things, yeah.
Yeah. But it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to finish the series and then to buy the Book of Dust, which I believe was released yesterday.
I saw things on Facebook about it, yes.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
Yeah, so we're going to read that one.
We will have to read that one.
We will. Alright, next book I've been reading is on my Kindle. This is my Kindle. And it's The Last Man by Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein. I can't remember if this was before or after Frankenstein.
She wrote Frankenstein when she was... before she was 18.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So I feel like this was later.
It shows you how much I know. I've not read Frankenstein.
Yeah,
so
she was a teenager when she wrote Frankenstein.
That's pretty impressive.
But I don't remember how old she was exactly.
Okay. Anyway, this was from 1826, I believe, and it's supposed to be the first dystopian novel. It's about the last man in the world. I'm only 7% through, so not much has happened yet.
She was she was sort of hailed as the mother of sci-fi in general, because Frankenstein was sort of the first sci-fi book to be popularly published. Like we can track back sci-fi to the 1600s, really.
Okay.
But I forget the name of the person. The novel was popularised in the 1800s.
Yeah.
So, yes, Mary Shelley was kind of the mother of sci-fi. So she gets to be the mother of dystopia as well.
Yeah.
And she did it all when she was a little girl, basically.
So far, I'm enjoying it. The sentences are really long. There's like 8 commas and like 1 semicolon per sentence. But it's actually not that difficult to read. It kind of flows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. And then the last book, which I'm not even sure if this counts as currently reading, because I've not picked this up since half a year ago. It's called Aspergers in Love by Maxine Aston. My husband bought this for us to read together. He has got Asperger's syndrome, and he thought it might be a good idea, but he's not actually read past chapter 6 yet. And we're reading this together, so I have to wait for him to catch up.
Excellent.
It's just kind of useful if you are someone who doesn't have Asperger's syndrome and is in a relationship with someone who does. And it's a good book to read together and then to talk about it. It's got like a list of talking points at the end as well, so it seems, because it's really bothering me on my Goodreads currently reading list. Oh,
yeah. Well, I have June on there. That's June by Frank Herbert, and I've had that on there since August or July, and I haven't got past the first chapter yet because I read it, and basically in the first chapter, it's not really a spoiler because it's the first chapter.
Yeah.
There's this test the main character, a boy, has to go through, and the test is about pain. But basically what happens is he passes this test, and the lady who is giving him the test says, "Wow, no girl child has ever done this well." And that's when I put the book down.
Do you have an aversion to actually putting books away as well, though? Like, I want to finish them even if they're really bad.
Yeah, it's the same like with films as well for me. I can't stop. If I put an amount of time into things, I feel like I have to go through. Which I've wasted many an hour doing that.
Oh yeah, me too, yeah. Most recently on Mansfield Park.
On my Goodreads I have 3 on my did not finish books list, which really bothers me that I have.
Do you still like want to get back to them and finish them?
Not really, because they were that bad.
Maybe we should do a separate video about that. I think we should.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
So that's what we're currently reading.
And we'll report back, I guess.
Yes, we will. Thank you for listening.
Bye.